Guys, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by again. Today, I want to talk about selecting your watchmaker. Who are you going to trust your watch to? Now, a lot of you have asked me if I could fix watches. I've done a few. I no longer work on customer watches. My my job has absorbed so much of my time that I only work on my watches, and I'll work on watches I'm going to sell or put up for sale, and then I go to work, and it leaves me no time to work on customer watches anymore. So I just send the last batch of watches to the customers that I've had, and I rather do that than get a watch and hold it here for 3 4 weeks because I don't have time to fix. So that I'm done with working on customer. The pressure was too much. So how do you choose a good watchmaker? Okay, these are my tips. I don't like going to ADs. That's that's one of the things I don't like to do because there are plenty of qualified watchmakers out here that have worked with ADs, that have been working on watches for a lot of years, that are really good darn watchmakers, and they could do the same job or a better job than an AD for half the price. So you guys have to understand what's involved when you take your watch to an AD. So number one, they're going to replace hands, they're going to replace bezel, they're going to replace dials if they see a mistake. Sometimes even if you specify that you don't want that done, they're going to want to do all of that because it's in their business to sell you those parts. It's in their business to try to inflate that bill to get more money for them. I mean, let's be frank. That's the reason. That's why we're all in it for the money. You know, if you're a business, you're in it for the money. So, I certain models, I'm okay with going to the ADs. You know, certain models that other watchmakers don't want to touch, like a Lange or a high complicated JLC. Uh, what else? A few watches, something highly complicated that I'm not comfortable taking to a normal watchmaker. Then I would go to an AD. But a normal watch, a chronograph, a time only, something that just requires a cleaning, that is losing or gaining a little bit of time, you know, that I would look for a local watchman. So a lot of these jewelry stores will take your business, but they don't have a watchman on site. They work with somebody. So they will take the business to them, and they're going to charge you probably basically they're going to charge you for taking the watch to them, picking it up and bringing it back to you. If you have a warranty issue, it's going to take a longer time because you got to take it back to that jewelry store, and then they're going to take it back to the watchmaker, and by the time it comes back, you're a month and a half away from your watch. So it's better for you to locate the watchmaker itself. You know, it's not that it's really not that hard. You know, if you go to a jewelry store, ask if they have the watchmaker on site. And if you have any questions, don't ask the clerk behind the showcase. Ask to speak to the watchmaker. If they come out here and tell you, you know what, your palette fork is missing a jewel, ask to speak to a watchmaker for them to explain to you what's a palette fork, what does it do, how much is it going to cost, where are you going to get it, how long for you to get it. Ask the questions, but speak to the watchmaker. Don't speak to a clerk because clerks, they're like you and me. They want to sell you a service. They want to. I mean, they don't know nothing about the inside of the watch. So, um, if the jewelry store has a watchmaker, ask them. Okay. Not all watchmakers are created equal. Not all watchmakers will know how to buff a watch. Okay. So, ask them if you're gonna want your watch buffed, cleaned, and like brand new condition again. You know, make sure he knows how to do that work. Make sure you ask the questions because a lot of these watchmakers, they don't know how to polish a watch. They don't know what they're doing once they're in front of a polisher. I mean, a lot of them do know what to do, but a lot of them they'll hire a professional polisher. To polish, you need to have that hand. So I know how to polish because I started as a jeweler. I started as a jeweler, then I progressed into working in watches. But my first job was polishing. That was actually my very, very first job. Polishing rings when they came out of casting. So that's how I learned how to polish. But ask the watchmaker, do you know how to polish? Are you going to send it out to be polished? You know, be very, very informed. Ask a lot of questions. Not all watchmakers are created equal. Again, a lot of these watchmakers, they're butchers. Try to see if you could get a referral from somebody. There's nothing better than a word to mouth a referral. That if you have somebody that knows a good watchmaker, that they're not going to grab that watch and they're going to open it up and then they're going to scratch every single part of that watch and it's going to look like a monkey worked on it, and and your beautiful, nice, shiny movement, it's going to be all full of scratches. It's going to be all full of imperfections, and it's just going to be a disaster. It's going to be working, but sadly, you're not going to find out unless it's an open case back, crystal case back. Then you're going to see if they screwed up your watch. But if it's a closed case back, you're not going to see all the damage that they've done. So if you could get a referral, that's the best thing. Um, Ask a lot of questions again, and once you find one, once you find a good watchmaker, try to stick with him. Try to take him business. Try to build a relationship, a friendship with him, because they're getting harder to get. So once you find a good watchmaker, make him your friend and make sure you take him constant work. Make sure you refer him. Make sure that he knows your name, and that way he will take special care of you. Okay, I say it by experience. I've had some special friends that if they needed something quickly, I would push a lot of things out of the way to get them done. So it's always good to build a relationship with your watchmaker, especially if you're in the collecting business. If you're going to keep adding to your collection, you're always going to need somebody to do something for you with these watches, unless you learn how to do it yourself, which is another video all by itself. So guys, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. And like always, thumbs up, subscribe, notifications. Thank you so much, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Appreciate it.